Hello and welcome to the Nonsense Chronicles. This is Doug Sashery, and as always, joined by, and to my right,
Rob Mendiola.
Hello, Rob.
How's it going, Doug?
Good, man.
It's a good day, man.
It is a very good day.
Very good day.
Yeah, it's started off a little foggy today, but
Did it?
yes,
Outside, you mean?
Yeah,
Oh, I wasn't out that early.
I was on the treadmill at about 4:00 this morning.
Oh,
Yeah, so I did my 10,000 steps before my wife got up. So
yeah.
I was ready.
If it gets foggy out here, you don't see anything because there's not anything near us. So it looks like,
That's true. You get
a zombie movie or something.
You get patches. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, today
You have somebody in, special
yes,
guest
we have
in the studio.
In studio, we have Julia Byers. Hello, Julia.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here.
Thanks for
for
coming.
having me.
You drove a long way out.
Yes, about an hour and a half.
Wow. Thank you.
Of course.
That's
I'm so
effort.
glad to be here.
That's good.
Thank you.
Now, Julia is mainly in the country music realm,
Yes.
and she is recording. You can find her stuff anywhere
yes, anywhere.
online that you get your
Cool.
music from, and her Instagram is Julia Byers, Julia Byers Music, and she's working with Malcolm Springer right now in Nashville.
Yes, I am.
Is he coming here or are you going there?
He's come here a couple times,
Yeah.
but for the most part, when we're doing our work, I go out to Nashville.
Oh, wow. That's fun.
Yes.
Yeah, because
it's been a
he's
lot
trying
of
to.
fun.
I think she's going to be showcasing.
Yes, I have been showcasing. I met with a record label in Nashville, and I've showcased once so far, and they wanted to hear some more songs, and kind of just, I think I need to grow a little more and do it again. It was pretty nerve-wracking.
Oh,
and so, yeah, I'm going to go back, and I think about another month, and then hopefully we will get a deal.
How long
of
have you been
some
performing,
sort.
though? Live, I guess.
Gosh, performing like my whole life.
Yeah.
I've been doing music performances of some sort, but actually trying to get into the music industry and do performances and gigs and music of my own. It's been not even 2 years yet.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So still fresh and started when I was 17. Now I'm 19, and it's been crazy in the last 2 years, but I'm so thankful.
Enjoying
to
the ride,
God.
though.
Yes,
That's
enjoying
good.
the ride.
That's
sure.
what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly.
You just got to think of it like a journey.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
It
and
is.
and just be you when you get up there, what you normally do every time.
Yeah.
You've done it 2 billion times on a stage, so
And no, it's
Yes.
not. It's not always going to be good either.
Yeah.
You got to take good and bad, and
exactly.
and make it just
Work
part of
with
what
it
you
all.
have.
Yep, for sure.
yeah. Well, that sounds exciting then.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It's a lot of things, but exciting is definitely one of them.
And you play guitar.
I do. I
sing.
play guitar, and I can do a little piano, a little harmonica.
Oh,
Just
cool.
kind of pick up things. I wouldn't say the instruments are my thing. It's really
Yeah.
the singing and performing. I prefer to have my band with me, but I do what I got to do.
So you do have a full. You have a full band.
I do.
You do
yes.
stuff.
Yeah. So we've played together a couple times now, and we're gonna have some more gigs this month, hopefully. But for the most part, I've just done acoustic stuff on my own. Like, I have one this Friday, and it's just kind of a 3-4 hour acoustic gig
Wow.
that I just
So you'll do it
play
that
the
long?
guitar and
Wow.
I'll take like 15-30 minute breaks.
Yeah.
Once or twice, but yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
a
good.
long time. Yeah.
So your fingers don't get kind of worn out
They do.
They
My
do, I
hand
bet.
always hurts. My
because you're playing
fingers
acoustic
are-
guitar, right?
Yeah.
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 So those are rough on your hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm
So
used
what
to
venues
it.
are you playing? Are you playing like mainly where you're at, South?
Yes, just south of Richmond, that area. Kind of just restaurant bar scenes right now.
Mm-hmm.
There have been a couple places, like shops in the town of Richmond. Rosenberg, same thing, like little events in the city, stuff like that.
Sugarland's
So-
kind of a busy place too, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's always a pretty good crowd, and I've been in Cypress area as well. I've
yeah.
done some in Austin. I did one in Oklahoma. So just kind of getting myself out there as much as I can.
That's the way to do it.
Yes,
sounded like you had supportive parents.
I do. My parents are the best. I'm so blessed to have them and them supporting me and all my crazy ideas. And
Well, that's
yes.
good. That's it's something that we've seen, and that's how Malcolm's met some other people. With supportive parents that are
yeah.
pushing their kids' dream. I like to see that. That's really cool.
They seem to be more successful at it too, having the support of the parents,
Right. Yeah.
behind them.
I do think about that, and like I am just so grateful to have them because so many musicians don't have
they don't.
a support system or parents, and I'm just very blessed with that to have a good, strong people who believe in me and support me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. When I was a kid, it was we were racket in the garage or something like that, and which it truly was, but. There was nothing like the support I see of some of the parents that I've met of some of the really up and coming bands that are young.
And it seems like it keeps those musicians a lot more grounded as well. Coming from a good, stable family
absolutely
unit,
yeah,
and having that support just keeps them a little bit better grounded. You don't see them kind of going off and crazy,
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It
which is easy to do in the music industry, as we've seen over and over and over.
And they're kind of like training wheels. I've seen, I want to say I've seen about 5 that are on a good steady track right now that parents have been involved with, and and they're different phases of it too. So the oldest one with the other LA, Jeff is. Backed off and he lets them go on the road now, but when Ari was like 16 to 17 when I first met them, when they first come to the house, and now she's 22, 23, 24 probably.
Yeah.
And it makes a big difference, and
so when you go out to Nashville, do you have anybody like accompanying you?
So before I turned 18, my mom would go out there with me. Okay. My dad went for the first time with me, which was the first time I ever went to Nashville, and Brett Manning, which is like a world-renowned vocal coach. I got a scholarship, quote unquote, to help with, financial, because I couldn't get up there on my own. And it was like a vocal retreat thing. And so I went out there and met Malcolm there, my producer, and really, that was what started everything. It was a crazy thing, the way it all happened. I saw it on Instagram, and I was just thinking to myself, so a little backstory, I was in high school thinking I would go to college, like thinking I would do that route of things in life, because I never thought that going into music was ever possible for me. But then I decided to just
go all in.
Go all in, yeah. And
that's brave.
Yes, it was. I graduated like a year and a half early and didn't do the senior year, didn't walk the stage. I just got out of school. I had one friend and still have my one best friend. And it's definitely been a crazy, just weird and unique journey for somebody my age to skip out on all of that. But as soon as I went to Nashville and I met Malcolm and I made the connections I did and experienced the things I did, I knew that God was putting me there for a reason, and that all happened, the chance that it did, and the way that Brett got me up there, and he invested in me. That's what he told me. He said, I'm investing in you and your music career.
So you felt like you were right where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. As soon as I got there, Nashville just felt like home, and the musicians and the music scene, it was just exactly where my heart has always been. I just never thought,
And it helps you believe in yourself and what your ideas have been.
For sure.
To pursue that further.
Absolutely. Yeah. Meeting with musicians there and just working there and being able to be myself, and it's just such a crazy feeling, and I pray I'm there soon to finish the record and get some good stuff going.
Well, the vocal coach did good. I love your voice,
Thank you. Oh gosh. Well, I didn't ever get to actually work with him. I just kind of got to meet him and get a little bit of help in training. It was just a short weekend, and sorry, I got off track. Like I said, my dad went with me the first time, and then my mom would go help me get the Airbnb and my plane tickets and all that good stuff. And then and then now I go by myself, and I do it all on my own. I moved out when I was 18, and my parents, of course, helped me a ton. But it's definitely been an independent journey as well.
Wow.
You seem very you seem very independent. You know, you get up and you go to we came here, you know, you get with Malcolm when you're in town, you know, and nobody's holding your hand. You seem like you're doing pretty good for 19.
Well, thank you. That's nice of you to say. I know that it's not only about being the artist, but it's also a business. And
it is very much.
Yes. So I very quickly and thankfully have my mom has her own business. We live on 15 acres and do weddings and events in Richmond. And so I've literally grown up working from a young age and knowing what it's like to run a business and a family business. And so that was definitely a good start and push for me in my life. But so I just know I kind of got to, I am the business. I have to run it and put on a good show and a good front. So
that's cool.
Shaking hands, meeting people, doesn't matter what industry you're in. That's very important, you know.
Yep. For
networking.
Sure. Networking. Yep.
And
who else do you play with around town? Other artists that you might play with?
I actually haven't played with any other artists yet. No, I'm looking forward to that and collabing and writing with other people. But yeah, again, like I said, it's been a strange journey.
And you've only kind of been doing, you said 2 years, so
you're
still kind of just getting started.
Exactly. Yeah.
I introduced her to the only other country female act that I know in the area.
Oh yeah, at your house that one.
That's
time,
right.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, she lives far from me.
Yeah, she lives out
Who's
to Brenham, maybe. Is she in Brenham?
Yeah, I thought that's what she said.
Is it Kathy?
Yeah,
Kathy Bolin.
Yeah.
Bolin.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was super sweet. Good to meet her.
I was interested that.
Are you friends with Charlie Diggs?
I don't think so.
No, Charlie Diggs does a lot of the country festivals and music shows.
I did not know that.
You have to get in touch with him.
You can do that. We need to have him on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did introduce him.
Yeah. I was saying, I was just waiting.
Charlie Diggs does some really big shows, and it's impressive to see the turnouts that he has.
I feel
it's like
his
incredible.
name sounds familiar to me.
Yeah.
I feel like
I want to get the
look him up. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Also, think she'd be great to get under Rick and them and Rick Monroe, and
Oh yeah,
Malcolm knows Rick really well too.
Yeah.
So in fact, we've all got together. Check out Rick Monroe and the Hitmen. They're very good. They're Nashville based.
Oh, okay, cool, nice. I will check them out.
And they are friends of Malcolm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
They in fact, I want to try and get up and see them. Been trying to get to Nashville, and between the ice here or the ice there.
Yeah.
And just been waiting, but I'll get up there.
Spring's
soon.
coming soon.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Not according to the groundhog, but we're not.
That groundhog, that doesn't count for down here.
I must have been drinking.
I think we're clear.
Yeah.
But
we had 80 degrees here today.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so we're not feeling the winter.
I used to not love it, but I love it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about now you're recording now, aren't you?
Yes. So we started off when I first met Malcolm in Nashville. I continued to work with him and go up, and we just wrote songs together. And with
just right on the fly.
Yeah, right on the fly. We would put together a track. He would send me some before I'd fly out there. Yeah. I'd try to write to him, and sometimes they didn't work out at all. And so we'd get there and put together a track on spot, just whatever we were feeling. And everybody it's just me. It would be me, Malcolm, and Casey, our guitarist. Okay. He's wonderful, and we just have been making our magic that way. That's
very cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to release singles, or do you want to release an album?
Well, so far we've only released the 2 singles, and those were my first 2 songs I ever really wrote professionally. And I was, again, 17 and wrote them in a very short amount of time. Like I said, if we put together things while I'm there on the fly, I would go back to my hotel room and then write to them there, and then 10 minutes and get something and go back next day, record it. So we have a lot more singles to come and much better ones. And so I think we'll probably release a couple more singles if I had to guess. It just depends where I go with the label and what advice they give me and where to go next on all that. But I obviously do want to release a record at some point. I don't want to keep doing singles and singles and singles. But yeah, we'll just...
What about videos?
music videos.
Yeah.
Haven't recorded any music videos either. And I am desperate to do that as well. Yeah. The social media aspect and music videos and the merch and all of those things, I'm a little behind on, but
you'll get there.
I'll get it. Yes.
Your Instagram isn't bad at all. So,
Well, thank you. I'm trying.
I mean, nowadays it's so easy to make your own videos,
Yeah.
Especially if you're an acoustic, artist and vocalist.
Well,
Yeah.
it's so different than like when I grew up.
Yeah, in the 80s it
we
wasn't
had
like that.
bam, 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 bam.
Now you just put your phone in front.
MTV died and everything's on YouTube now.
I know. Yeah. TikTok, YouTube,
TikTok,
Instagram. Yeah. It's crazy.
And a lot of young artists too. Like, so you're saying you did it at 17, but that's not unusual these days, right?
No, I mean, it's not. There's kids who are 14 and 10 who are like shredding at the guitar, and going crazy.
Extremely
I'm like,
popular.
Holy yeah.
Yeah, we have our little friend. What's his name?
What's his name, Doug?
Man,
you knew you were going to do that.
I know. See, this is exactly what we talked about. My brain just doing.
I get it.
A little guy we had, we met.
Oh,
him,
yeah,
met him
yeah,
at the
yeah.
Moore's house.
He plays at the Moore's house.
Yeah,
His dad. Yeah,
just
I can't
never
think of it.
mind. God, that's really sad. But Anyhow, I like seeing that. I like seeing the parents involved with the kid, and I think because the kids can. Look, I know, man. Your kids can go off in 5,000 different directions right now, especially with.
I just like seeing young people coming back or just coming up and they have an instrument in their hand.
Yeah,
and they're
focused.
just singing and they're just like they're doing it the real way.
Yeah, they get lost in doing that.
They're not getting lost in electronics, stuff like
just
that.
The raw,
Just
straight
the raw
up,
instrument, music, just doing it. That's good to see.
Yeah,
still.
it is.
And School of Rock, School of Rock has a lot to do with that here.
Oh yeah,
around our area as well.
Yeah,
In
I
fact,
see a lot of young talent coming through there.
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the Marinos, the Garbage Girlfriend parents.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting ready to open up down your way.
In Fulshire, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No way. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yes.
I love those.
And
girls. They're
her
so
daughter,
sweet.
Evelyn, is the drummer for Garbage Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, she's mad because she was at.
Oh,
the,
so you met her at the house.
Yeah, a couple
Yeah,
times
okay.
I've hung out
you,
with
you
them.
didn't.
I didn't catch that, but I wasn't there.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a loser.
No, that's all right. That was the night before I had
It's like
surgery.
dragging my
Yes.
conscience out.
Yeah.
That's right. You did have surgery.
Yeah, I did. Thanks.
Next day.
Yeah, I cooked for everybody and I said, "See y'all later. I'm going to have surgery tomorrow." But yeah.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah.
Malcolm told me about that. I was like,
Yeah.
gosh.
That's life, though. That's why you got to live.
Yeah.
That's
you can.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a good night because a lot of people got to meet and kind of mingle, and
Yeah.
that was
That was the goal anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it worked. In fact, it worked out for them. For Marinos and those kids, that because now they're recording with.
Yeah,
them,
but
so.
seeing some of the music, some of the people coming out of the garage, the School of Rock, doing their thing, it's just incredible.
It's so
it's so cool to see.
I was impressed, because I've been there before and seen it in town, but then going out to it at different venues and seeing, wow, man, look at how many people are here. It just that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They're killing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what is now? Let me ask you this: when you go to do, see, I get kind of lost on the country one, but I went to it was called a showcase. It was Ray Stevens. You've ever heard of him? He did the Here Comes the Streak. You remember it was this is long time.
It might be before my time.
Like 70s. It's not before you don't lie. But don't point me out.
Don't make me old, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm older. But yeah, they got he has a theater. I think it's on the south side, if I remember correctly, of Nashville. And they were a bunch of new acts that were performing, and then Rick and them were there just to be as the veteran act. They came in and did I can't remember if they did 2 or 3 or 4 songs maybe, but the rest of it was for new acts.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that? Are you performing an open showcase where
Is that what the showcase is? Is it just what is a showcase?
or
I'm not
is it
familiar
just
with-
in front of?
I've never played a showcase. So what is a showcase?
Yeah, is it just in front of the
The label?
The label, or is
Okay,
it
yes.
open to the public?
I should have specified. So
That's
this
okay.
is it's not, yes, I've done a showcase at like the Do-Si-Do Big Barn. I don't know if y'all know where that is.
Yeah.
That was a showcase where I sang with some other artists. That was really the first like real music thing I ever kind of like performance. I mean, I'd sang national anthems and done, stuff growing up wherever I could, but that was my first real, like I had kind of been getting some voice lessons, just trying to get going somewhere in music. Like I didn't know where in the world to start. So I started with this vocal coach in Houston, and then I did a showcase with them, and I just sang 2 songs there. It was like a little Christmas fun showcase to have the artist sing a couple songs, have your family come. It was a good crowd. So that was my first little live performance that I did. So that is one version of a showcase that I've done, but this showcase with the label is just in front of the label. Okay. And they bring in whoever else on their team that they wanted to see. The A&R guy was there, which is artist and repertoire. Mm-hmm. So he was there, and some of their assistants, and then another songwriter was there. And I'm sure next time, or I'm not sure, but there will be other people in there, ultimately the owner of the record label, that's his decision on, how it all ends up. But yeah, I mean, it's a definitely more intimate thing. It was very...
So you feel like you're on the spot.
Oh yeah. It was the first time I went in. I mean, I totally understand why they want to see me again and why I didn't get a record deal on the spot, because being as young as I am, with, again, not just short of 2 years, it's definitely, I need some more time. I need to figure out myself, and
a little seasoning.
Yeah, exactly. Seasoning, some more seasoning.
Tony Saturates.
See?
Yeah.
But that's, look, it's...
But you hear that sometimes, and then some of those people like just become famous without any of that,
No,
so.
but it's just no different than sales when I was a kid. It's just, what's the worst thing they can do? Tell you no? Guess what? You get up and you do it again the
Everybody
next day.
gets told no.
Yep.
Yeah, so go and knock their socks off.
So
Thank you. I'm planning on it.
Keep doing it, and you'll eventually you'll get in front of the right people, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is definitely, it is 100% God that he's brought me down this path, and the fact that I'm even here right now is just beyond me. It's crazy to think about. And just like the person I used to be, even again, how young I am, like I've just taken a total 360 in my life with who I am and the people I used to hang around, and thank God for it, but, yeah, it's definitely crazy. And I'm sorry, what was the question? What were we talking about? I got off track.
Just keeping yourself out there in front of people.
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking about
right
showcases and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
Because when you meet people, it's like chemistry always.
I know that.
Sometimes you just don't have that chemistry with the people that you're around.
No.
So you got to get around the right people sometimes.
For sure. Yes. And it's definitely about hard work over talent. I'm blessed to have the talent, I guess you could say, but it's the hard work, like I want it more than anyone else does. I'm going to do anything it takes to get there, and
that's cool.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's cutthroat.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
You got to go and shake a lot of hands.
Yes.
And don't get in your way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So right now I'm home from Nashville for a little while because Malcolm's working with other bands and tracking a bunch of records, and he's busy. So again, just the right timing that I've been able to be home for a while. So I decided to take advantage of my quote unquote rest time, even though it's not rest time, it's grind time.
Yeah.
And so I work a couple jobs. I work every day. I'm doing the 30 hard challenge right now. I don't know if y'all have heard of that.
I don't know what that is. Doug, you don't know what that is?
Have you heard of it? It's like, you may have heard 75 hard, but I'm doing 30 because 75 is
I don't do anything hard.
What is that?
My best friend and I are doing it. She's in Indiana in college. And so we try to just, help each other grow as people. And again, like I said, we've been through the bad things together in high school, and we're still stronger than ever, and just help each other become better people. So grateful for her. But anyway, the 30 hard is like doing 2 workouts every day. It's just like a big health kick.
Okay.
Like one of the workouts has to be outside, and one you have to eat only clean, and you have to wake up by 7 a.m. and drink this water and do this and read a book. But
eating clean is, and let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I lost 78.
You did.
Yeah, and see that I was trying not to have that surgery that I ended up having. What set me off was I didn't eat, and the only thing I had was a cookie from the cookie company, but because of that butter in that cookie, man, it just ripped through my gut, and but eating chicken breast, no skin, salmon with the skin, because the skin is good, it gives you vitamins and stuff that you need, and
But do you eat butter now?
I have a little butter now, but
I don't eat butter ever.
I would have but I do a lot of half tablespoon of butter if I need it, but because especially like on a I never knew. I've said this before, and this is really sad to admit because Tony Sasser is great on everything. I come from the yam capital, and sweet potato to me was always kind of boring. You put a little bit of butter on, and you say, I don't like the casserole with the marshmallow. That grosses me out. But what I found out, and I usually don't like a little spicy and sweet, is you take that, you microwave that sweet potato, you cut it open, put a little butter, then you put Tony Satchers in there and you stir it. Oh my God, it was so good. I got hooked. That was very easy, and that gave me all the fiber I needed, from eating that. But eating clean, I haven't eaten fast food, and it's been since not November of last year, but the year before.
Yeah, because you used to stop before you came here. You used to go to
I'll eat. And look, I'm telling you this because if you're in the music game, it's just no different than sales. You grab and eating this trash and that. I go inside now the grocery store, and either I get a salad or go to the deli. I'll get the chicken, take the skin off. I wear a glove because I just don't like my hands getting. I'm kind of a germaphobe like that. But I'll pull the breast, out, just a skinless breast, and I have a scale also. For
you
my
do.
food.
You do scale. See, I want to get the scale.
In fact, the scale I have now, what's good about it, I had one before, but this scale, it runs on a C, so I can just charge it with a C. But the good thing about it is you put a plate or something on it, you press start, it zeroes it out with that plate on there. So, you don't have to say, okay, it's 0.4 now.
Subtract,
it's subtraction. Yeah. So I love it, and, if any of that stuff that you want, just let me know. But that's what I did.
Some people like I'm not going that far.
But for you at 19, to eat clean is just something unusual anyway, because at 19 you can eat anything you want, probably.
Well,
yeah, I know.
Unless you have slow metabolism like I do. And I just need to be healthy and watch what I eat. And
probably as long as you stay active, you'll be fine.
Exactly.
I'm
sure. Invest in yourself now.
Yes.
Compared to doing like I did, take 30 years off, put it on, and then have to take it off, So.
Yeah.
Because
sodas.
My bones are
you drink sodas?
No, I'm not right now.
That's
like
good.
Sometimes I will, if I randomly, but I'm really not a soda person. I'm not a coffee person.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee either.
Yeah.
No dairy.
The caffeine gets me wired.
I was a good boy at the doctor today, so I got pizza for dinner, but I eat pizza with no cheese and like real light sauce.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, he's got some weird eating habits, but
I don't eat any dairy.
I will say this: when you look on when we walk back out the studio and go through the kitchen and all that area, there are some protein shakes that he got me on, and I've got
it's all plant based.
Malcolm's friend Scotty Austin, them now they use it well. Yeah, he got me on them, and that's how I start my day now, and it tastes amazing because usually to me, protein shakes taste like gun oil. It's like somebody sprayed WD-40. Yeah. These I love.
They're so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm more of like to get my protein. We have chickens on our land.
Boiled egg.
So I'm always eating eggs.
Do you eat the chickens from your land?
No.
Yes.
No.
You're a real
harvest.
No. Well, we have had a couple die, and I'm not going to lie, it was a consideration. But they're kind of our pets, so we couldn't do it.
Yeah. Those eggs are good, 78 calories per egg.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I had friends that have eggs as well, and they always give them to me. In fact, this time they gave them to me because now they have ducks. I got 3 big old duck eggs. I think the duck eggs are like, I don't know if they're 88 or I think they're like 88 calories per egg because they are bigger.
We used to have guineas out here. We used to have like 26 guineas, and their eggs are huge. And, but they were so loud, and they tore up the backyard.
Oh my
like
gosh.
the
Like Pippa
wood
did?
on the house. They would peck on the doors.
Oh
and
wow!
stuff. Yeah,
That's insane. Wow.
they're big. They're giant.
Yeah.
So anyhow, health,
Yes,
excellent.
Health
Health
and
is a good
just-
idea.
It's such a big thing.
Because then you can do this
it's-
music thing till you're 90 years old.
Right. And that's the goal. I want
Yeah.
it to be long term and a career for me. And exactly like you said, Doug, just investing in myself. And,
Yeah.
and
Your body
I
is your
have to-
temple, right?
Exactly. Like my lungs, my vocal cords, everything is better when you're in your best
Yes.
shape and you're eating right
Water.
and you're running and my cardio and
Water, not tequila.
water. Exactly. Yes. Water. Not
Rob, she was
tequila.
she was looking at you when she said, "When my lungs are in their best shape." She's
Yeah,
calling
my
you
lungs
out.
are terrible.
Not God.
I got
so
to see the MRI. I got to see
Oh
the
my
CAT scan of my
gosh.
lungs today, and I was like, "Oh, that's terrible."
Oh no.
top part of his lungs up.
Like the top part's like you see like little bit, and then as you go down, then you see my full lungs.
Oh my
But the whole top,
goodness.
the 2 top lobes are trashed. You know.
Hey, but it could have been worse because I asked him during this. I was like, "Dude, you were on the floor and there was nothing but people with COVID." This is during Delta, when it was really rough.
No, the doctor still comes in and he goes, "You're a miracle."
Yeah, because
Like,
I said,
I shouldn't be here.
how many people?
Yeah.
I asked him how many people because the floor was nothing but COVID patients. I said, how many people came off? He goes,
Yeah.
the only way they came off is when they zipped them up.
It was all experimental at that
Yeah.
point. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
So,
you.
I'm a
ain't-
fighter.
You ain't dead because he ain't done.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He has you.
That's
here
why
for a
I still
reason.
make it a point. I actually get on stage and play with my hose,
yeah.
and I still make it happen. I'm
I
just
love
like,
that. Yeah.
not gonna stop, man. you know.
Exactly. Yep.
I was
you gotta
left here for a
embrace it.
reason.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
it's inspired some people, I think.
God
you know?
had
of
it.
course, absolutely. That's an inspiration to
Yeah.
so many people.
God had it in His plan for him to come and do all the engineering on this podcast. So,
Yeah.
Right.
That was so important.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
cool.
wasn't sure when I started, but I was like, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we've enjoyed it.
I'm
We enjoy
so
having the
glad.
people mostly.
Yeah. This is so cool, and I'm so glad y'all had me.
Yeah.
Ow. It's
We're glad to. So, what do they have? Anything? I guess do you post events on your page?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you market yourself
So,
locally?
Yes. I mean, most of the local people follow my Instagram and my Facebook page, all that good stuff. So I just post, hey guys, I'll be here. If y'all want to stop by,
Yeah.
I'll usually post in a pretty good advance. Sometimes gigs are last minute. So, sometimes the local people don't come out, and that's okay. Like, I've played for 0 people, and I've
Oh,
played
yeah.
for, over 500 people.
Yeah.
So it's been,
That won't
just
that
very
won't ever change.
It won't.
Sometimes, yeah. That's sometimes
Yes.
We've
that's
had
some-
national bands come in, and
Yeah,
there's
say
like
the same
12 people
thing.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just happens.
It's just
yeah.
a hit or a miss. Yep.
Yeah.
Depends on the night.
The
depends
night,
on
yeah.
everything. Holidays or
But when the stars align and everything's going good, it's a really good feeling to see all those faces out there.
for sure. It's
Yeah.
definitely more fun when everyone else is into it and
Yeah.
requesting songs.
Before
and
too long, they'll be singing your songs back at you.
yes,
That'd be
that's
cool.
the goal. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. That's
There
cool.
have been some people already that, people I know, just, family friends, not and more than family friends that come out and are singing along to my songs.
Yeah,
so
that's
been
cool.
Good.
cool. Yeah.
That's a good
Good.
feeling.
Really, yeah, it is. Something that I never thought I would even get to experience, even without, a deal or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm already living the dream. Like I say that all the time right now. I never thought I would even get to say, yeah, I'm a singer. Like
Yeah.
I have music out and I play here and y'all can come see me. Like that's a dream in itself. So
Yeah, don't let your
I'm
brain get trapped into like needing
more
that.
and more and more.
You just
yeah.
keep doing it and it'll happen.
Hey, you've already created something that'll last forever. So
yeah.
that's more than most of us
Yeah.
will do. It's
really
a good job.
cool. Yeah. Thank y'all. Thank you.
I've been doing this forever, and I've never released anything.
Actually, we did this.
Well, but
Yeah.
musically, I haven't. And it's crazy because I have like hard drives full of music,
yeah.
and like I
I
haven't,
know a lot of people.
I haven't
like
released
that.
any of it. It's
I
crazy.
know, I know.
but it's just never been my thing. My thing has just always been live.
Yeah.
I enjoy just being in front of people
yeah.
on stage, making some noise,
Yeah.
cranking the speakers up loud enough,
Yeah,
For
because we've,
sure, yeah.
and
we've,
just
we-
feeling the energy.
yeah, we've
Yeah.
talked about that before. Just people that even step away, or even they love playing guitar, they'll still go out and play covers or whatever because they want to they want to release that and have that feeling.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely an inexplainable feeling
It
to
is.
perform, and
I feel like I gain years when I go play.
yeah,
Like
right.
I feel
It
like I just feel that much more alive. You know?
Yes, definitely
Yeah.
makes you feel alive. It's just a
It's-
joyful thing.
And
to
if you
do.
keep that as the drug that you need, then you'll be good.
exactly, that's
Yeah.
the goal.
Because I've never had to use drugs, and
Yeah,
I feel like the music's always been the drug.
yeah, for sure,
know,
for sure. It is.
Music
yeah.
and the people and the lights
people,
and the,
yep,
you know,
this the feeling you can give off to other people, and
yeah.
and just doing it. Music is just life to me.
And you're
you
always
know?
inspiring the people that are down there looking at you. Sometimes
right?
they want to do that, and
Right, yeah.
sometimes it does happen. You know?
Yeah, it's
so that's
really
cool too.
Yep, to meet people and hear what they have to say, see how they really feel. It's always so much fun to just go out there and just have people enjoying it just as much as I am. That's the goal. You hope that they are.
But you have the
so.
gift of that talent. You know,
Thank you.
so many people don't get
and
that.
you're in good hands with Malcolm. So.
Yes,
Yeah.
I sure am. Yeah.
Sounds like you're in a lot of good hands. So
yes,
that's good.
I'm blessed.
Yeah, that's very good.
All right.
Well, we're gonna keep an eye out for all your stuff.
That's
Well,
right.
thank
We'll
you,
just
thank you.
send everybody. Please go to Julia Byers Music on Instagram, and then just Julia Byers on Facebook.
Yes, it should be. I mean, I'm sure you can find it anyway. Julia Byers Music, whatever.
And then,
Yeah.
of course, on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your music from, she's there.
Yes, I am. Y'all check
Cool.
me out.
And more to come.
Yes, way more to come. Better
There.
to come, and it's only up from here. This is just the beginning.
That's
So
right.
I'm excited.
We caught you early.
Yes.
That's right.
We'll get back with you in a few years and see what you've been doing.
Absolutely. Yep. Just
That'll be cool.
check in on the progress. Yep. Give an update.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank y'all so much for having
And thanks
me.
again for
so much
coming.
fun. Yes, of course.
You bet. This is the Nonsense Chronicles. Please like, subscribe, and download.
Later.
That's it.
Bye.